Hello, Ncuav everyone. I hope you guys are staying safe and healthy out there. It is currently rainy here in the Pacific Northwest, but I hope you guys are all doing well. But in today's video, I'll be showing you guys how to make dopa. In the Hmong community, there's a lot of dough flavors. There's like corn, there's soybeans, there's sticky rice, and so many other versions that we like to eat. But in today's video, I'll be showing you guys how to make dough with whole wheat flour. And we call this dopa. Ba means like wheat or whole wheat in our language. So today I'll be showing you guys how to make it today. It's super easy, super easy. And hopefully you guys give it a try. But yes, I will have more future videos on different flavors of dough once seasonal products starts coming in. So hopefully you guys stay tuned for that. So yeah, let's go ahead and start making some dough. Let's go. Okay, so in the bowl here, I have about 2.5 cups of whole wheat flour. We're using whole wheat flour today because the whole wheat gives it a really nice nutty taste to it. So 2.5 cups of whole wheat flour. And to that, we are going to add in a whole bag of the glutinous rice flour in there. And this whole bag is about 16 ounces. So I'm going to add all of that in there. Okay, so to that, I'm going to go ahead and add in some salt just to season it, about half a teaspoon. And I'm also going to add in some sugar. I'm going to add in about half a cup of sugar. If you guys want this a little sweeter, definitely add a little bit more. You can go up to a cup, but we don't like it too sweet, so we're just going to add half a cup in there. Mix this really well. Okay, so now we can go ahead and add in the wet ingredients. So here I have about 6 ounces of coconut milk. Go ahead and add that in there. So then I'm going to go ahead and add in about 2 cups of milk. I'm using whole milk today. And then I have here some panna and water. All I did was I took 3/4 of a cup of water into a blender, and I added about 1 panna leaf that I chopped up into the water, blended it up, and then put it through like a mesh strainer, and then squeeze out any excess water, and this is what you get. So I'm gonna go ahead and pour that in there as well. So now we can go ahead and mix this really well. I might transfer it to my hands once it gets hydrated. Okay, so now we're going to transfer it into a wooden spoon, so it's a lot easier. If you guys want, you can definitely do it with your hands, but we're just going to use a wooden spoon to stir it up really quick. Alright, so this is nicely mixed. It's a little thick, but just good enough to form it and put it inside banana leaves. So we'll go ahead and get our banana leaves ready, and we could put these inside banana leaves and start steaming. Okay, so before we form it into little individual sizes, we're going to take care of our banana leaves. So we are using the banana leaves from our local grocery store in the freezer section. So what we did, we thawed out and rinsed it and then pat it dry. And then we cut the core. So if you guys look here, that corner that has the main core in there, we cut it out because this part is a little tough, so it's hard to eat that part. So cut that piece out. And then depending on how big you guys want to form it, it depends on how big you want to cut your banana leaves. So ours is going to be pretty small, like bite size. If you imagine, we're going to fill it just to here. We want some kind of space so that when we roll it, we actually cover it up. So it really depends on how big you guys want to form it. Cut as big of a banana leaf as you guys want. So the only problem with using like these banana leaves from the freezer section is that if you don't heat it up and when you fold it, it tends to break and crack. So what we're going to do is we're going to heat it up so it's more flexible to work with. Alright, so I have my little heater here with the propane heat here, and all I'm going to do is place the banana leaf on here so it kind of shrinks and helps the flexibility of the banana leaf a little bit. It also draws out the moisture, so it's easier to fold your dough. You can see like it's more durable, flexible. Like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish all of the banana wraps, and then we can go ahead and start actually putting the dough in the banana leaves. So I'm gonna finish heating all of these up, and then we'll continue rolling it out. Okay, so now we can start forming it. So we have the banana leaf that we made it a little bit more flexible. Place it on your board, and we're gonna add in about like roughly 1/4 to 1/3 cup of the actual filling onto the banana leaf, and we're just gonna wrap it like a candy. And then fold in the ends to the bottom. And that's about it. You guys can definitely wrap this however you guys like. We're making it smaller size, like bite-sized pieces, so that people can just snack on it. So if you guys want, it's really up to you how you guys like to fold it. We're just gonna make it this size so people can just grab and snack on it. And then the bottom side here. If you guys want, you can use a toothpick and put these together so it doesn't open up. But since we're gonna steam it face bottom side down, we're fine. Alright, I just want to point out that sometimes the banana leaf will have some slits and holes in there, which is completely fine. If you guys want, you can wrap it again with more banana leaves so that it doesn't pipe out when you actually steam it. But this is okay. It's not too big of a hole. Okay, we're going to go ahead and continue using up the dough, and then we'll go ahead and steam it. Alright, so I finished forming these into a nice snack size, so we are going to go ahead and steam it. Okay, so I have my bamboo steamer here. If you guys have a regular steamer, like a flat steamer, definitely use that. We're going to use our bamboo steamer, bamboo rice steamer actually, to steam it. Go ahead and just place it in the bamboo steamer here, and you're going to just stack it on top. Alright, we're going to go ahead and cover this, and we're going to let that steam for a good 25 to 30 minutes until it's nice and firmed and cooked. So we'll let that go. Okay, so it's been a good 30 minutes of steaming. I'm going to open this up. Woo! You can see some of them opened up a little bit. That's just the flour expanding. It will naturally do that. But this is pretty good. I'm gonna go ahead and take these out, let it cool completely before you can snack on them. If you guys want, you can snack on them when they're warm too. They taste just as good. But this is all ready to go. Okay, so I finished steaming them, but I wanted to show you guys what it looks like on the inside. And this is what it looks like. It's nice and chewy and a little nutty from the whole wheat flour. It has a slight sweetness to it because we didn't add a lot of sugar to it, and a really slight coconut taste to it. So usually what I like to do is I'll grab one, fold it in like this, and then I'll just snack on it like this. That's about it. So good.